Um, Shalom. Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Mahawa Kakodash, Yahweh, which is the one and true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one and true name is Yahawashi. Giving double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, because those are the men who I've learned this truth from through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach Irazakah from the servants of Yahweh Yahawashi Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And pretty much in this lesson, it's going to be titled as Find Your Gift in This Truth. Find your gift in this truth. Be not a mockingbird. All right. Find your gift in the truth. Be not a mockingbird. And this goes back to a lesson that I watched with Elder Apostle Aramlab, and he was saying, you know, about the mockingbird thing. People can tell when you're, trying to mimic somebody else in the ministry. And, this mainly goes to you, Jakes, that's novices in this truth. All right. You have your own gift that the Lord gave you, and you have to find your gift. Okay. You have to find your gift. And I'm speaking for myself first and foremost. And it took me back to that moment of the Apostle Rumlet when he did that lesson. You have to find your gift in this truth. All right. Saying something else, what somebody else say, and then you're saying it, that's not, using your gift. You gotta find your own gift. Each brother has their own gift. And we're gonna read some scriptures in this lesson, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. This is First Peter 4:10. It says, as every man have received the gift. What gift? Your gift. The Lord gave you a gift. Each and every one of us individually has our own gift that the Lord gave us individually. And you have to find your gift, and you have to use it. All right? You can't neglect it, right? You can't hide it. You have to use your gift that the Lord gave you in this truth. And I'm speaking for myself first and foremost. You have your own gift. All right? Trying to mimic somebody else, or trying to be like that person and trying to say what he say, that's being a mockingbird. And you have to find your own gift in the truth, and you have to use it. It says, even so, minister the same one to another, right, as good stewards. And that, for an example, all right, we know to teach the 100% truth. We all teach the same exact doctrine, right? We all learned from Great Millstone Hebrew Israelites, which is awesome. I'm not saying to go away from the doctrine. Teach the doctrine. Teach what you know, right? But you have to use your gift for you that the Lord gave you. But if you go in trying to sound like a brother and trying to have an impersonation like the brother, and you're trying to use what he say for your own way, that's not good. You are to use your gift. The Lord gave it to you. And if you can't find it, pray to the Lord to ask the Lord to give it to you, to help you with it. But you have your own gift in the truth that you have to use. Impersonating and trying to sound like, it's like doing impersonation, right? And there's a thing where when I was in high school and college. I went to college. I did it all. I went to university. I went to Sacramento State. I left from Sacramento State. I went to ARC, which is in Sacramento. I did 2 years there. Left from there, went to UNLV, and then I did a couple of months in UNLV, and then I went to CSN out here. All right, and I went from school from 2011 to 2015. I graduated with an AAS, Associates Applied Science, which is a physical therapist. And there was this thing in college that they hated. When you would do paragraphs, essays at college, there was a thing called plagiarism. All right, and we're gonna get that out because some brothers may not know what plagiarism is, and it's a high rule that they have in college, where if you're plagiarizing or your essay, it's an automatic failure. And I'm gonna get that in a minute. But it says, even so, minister the same one to another as Yahweh, as good, so like your stewards of the manifold grace of the Most High, right? So you have a gift that the Lord gave you, and you're to use it. But if you're being a mockingbird and you're mocking, trying to sound like a brother, talk like a brother, reading scriptures, you're not using your own gift. You're being a mockingbird, and that's not good. So we're gonna look up the meaning for plagiarism, right?
Plagiarism.
Right? And it says the practice of taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them off as one's own. And you had this shit happen. There was people that I went to school with, they were doing that. So they would take, let's say, for an example, let's say another person did an essay, right? And they did an essay about, let me see, about fixing cars. All right, how to put the part of pieces, how to take the catalytic converter out, how to put the catalytic converter in, right? How to do a transmission flush, how to put the brakes on, take the brakes off, how to fix the rotors, and he went into detail with it. So that person that did the essay got an A on it. Let's say it could be a year ago, and then that person finds that essay, or somebody, his friend gave him his essay that he is a class that he passed in English, and he gave his friend his essay, right, to use to pass the class. So that individual, he don't, instead of him rewriting it, like let's say he read his essay, instead of rewriting it into his own words, he wrote everything down, right? He wrote everything down. This is the same teacher a year ago that had a class, and a student that he had a friend, and his friend took the class and passed, but he wanted to help his friend pass, so he gave him his essay. So instead of the dude that took the essay, went over it, okay, see what ideas that he could use, he copies his whole entire friend's essay and then turns it in. Now the teacher gonna remember that essay even if it was a year ago, because he remember who wrote it. So now the guy that took the essay from his friend, that had the full essay, right, that passed with an A, his friend takes that essay and then copies everything word for word and then turns it in. That's plagiarism. Now the teacher's gonna look at that, or they don't, you don't call them teachers in college. They're called instructors, or you have to call them doctors, doctors such and such, because they got PhDs and shit. But that's like taking the doctor's um you know the doctor reading the essay and sees it, and then he's like, yeah, this is plagiarized. This is plagiarism right here. You took somebody else's word, right, and then you put it into your own. You took the whole person's word for word, and you put it on your essay. That's plagiarism. So now the person's failing. So that's what plagiarism is. So like, if I went all over the place confusing people, but plagiarism is basically taking somebody else's written essay, taking off their name off of the essay, and putting your name on the essay, and putting it as that's your work and it's somebody else's work. That's what it's like being in. That's what it's like doing in the truth, in a way, when you're being a mockingbird, word for word. It's kind of like, as you call it, plagiarism. You want to have your own, find your own gift. Now, there's nothing wrong with looking at somebody's essay and looking at the ideas and see examples on how you can, how you can make your essay better, how you can make your format better, because you got to do 2.5 font in your essay. You got to have a conclusion. You got to have your thesis statement, your three ideas in the essay. You got to have your commas and all that. You know what I'm saying? Just giving an example. So, there's nothing wrong with looking at somebody else's essay and seeing ideas on what you could work on in your essay to make it better. But then if you go and take the essay and use that whole entire essay word for word and everything, and take that format and put it exactly the same, that's plagiarism. So that's how it is similar to being in the truth. You got to find your own gift in this thing. That's the whole point, you know? And that's something that, came to mind when I was thinking about that. When you being a mockingbird, it's like doing plagiarism, right? Plagiarism, the practice of taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them off as one's own. See, look right here.
Copy.
Make a similar or identical version of, or reproduce, right? To imitate that person. You like copying somebody. You gotta find your own gift in the ministry, man. So we're gonna hit some scriptures. Um, so like, we're gonna get some scriptures. I just had to fix that real quick. I read that already, Salakia. This is 1 Peter 4 and 11. It says, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of Yahweh, right? And what is the oracles? All right, let's get some meaning for the oracles. And actually, I had a definition right here, right? Oracles.
Oracle.
It says a person, right, through whom a deity is believed to speak. It says B, a shrine in which a deity reveals hidden knowledge or the divine purpose through such a person, right? An answer or decision given by an oracle, a person given wise or authoritative decisions or opinions, an authoritative or wise expression or answer. See, so there you go. That's the oracle, man. A person through whom a deity is believed to speak, right? Because the Lord gave us a gift, and we are to use that gift. All right. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. If any man minister, see, let him do it as of the ability which the Most High giveth, which is the gift. We have our own gift. Each and every one of us individually has our own gift. You have to find your gift. When you get 6 months, a year, 2 years, and up, you have to find your own gift. This isn't directed to anybody. This isn't directed to anybody. Just take this information in, observe it, and you know, Lord willing, is edifying. You know, this isn't directed to anybody. All right, I'm just saying in general, and this is something that I'm reminded for myself. It says that Yahweh in all things may be glorified through Hamashiach Yahushai, to whom be praised and dominion forever and ever. Amen. So there you go. You know, we have to speak the oracles of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, and the Lord gave us that gift. All right, the Lord gave us this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is what? The Holy Spirit. That's the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. 1 Timothy 4 and 14. Neglect not the gift that is in thee. See, so you are not to neglect your gift. You have a gift, a talent that the Lord gave you, and you have to use it. Now, if you don't know how to use it, or you can't find your own gift, then you need to pray to the Lord, ask the Lord to give you your gift. I'm sure the Lord already gave you your gift, but you got to find it. You got to know what your gift is. Copying and mimicking other people, that's not good for you in the ministry. You have to use your own gift. All right, you have to use it. You have to find your gift, and you have to use it. You have a gift right there in front of you. You just gotta pray to the Lord, to ask the Lord to reveal it to you. Use your own gift in the truth. Don't be a mockingbird, a plagiarism Israelite. You know, use your gift, because people can tell when you're trying to speak like them. When you're trying to speak like them, you know, this and that. You're trying to, you know. You don't want to be that individual in the truth. And I'm speaking for myself first and foremost, man. Always, 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 always. 1 Timothy 4 and 14. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy. See, your gift was given to you, right? The Lord even says he ordained thee a prophet. He knew you in the womb of the belly, right? Before he formed thee, he knew you, right? It says, with the lying on of the hands of the presbytery. And the presbytery is talking about the elders. Right? So the Lord, you know, he has given us our own gifts individually, and we have to use those gifts. We have to find them. You have to find your gift. All right? Again, you got to really observe that stuff, man. Don't be a mockingbird in the truth, because it's not good, man. You know, I know it's, when you're first coming to the truth, you're learning and things like that, etc. But you don't want to be, trying to be like somebody else in the truth and mimic what they're doing. And, you got to find your own gift. Yes, you are to teach this correct doctrine. Yes, teach the same doctrine as Great Millstone. I'm not saying not to teach the same doctrine. Teach the same doctrine. But impersonating like somebody, trying to talk like somebody else, that's not a good spirit to be in. 2 Timothy 1 and 6. Wherefore I put thee in remembrance that thou stir up the gift of Yahweh Bashim Ashai, which is in thee, by putting on of my hands. See, so we have a gift. We have a gift. We are to use the gift. We are to find that gift. All right. We are to find that gift. James 1 and 17. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above. Yahweh Bahashim Yahshai gives us that gift, right? We have the gift of faith. We have the gift of diligence, right? We have the gift of humility, right? Not every brother got the gift of humility. That's something that you got to pray to the Lord to give you. Not every brother got the gift of sincerity. We gotta pray for that. There's gifts, right? Brothers got gifts in the Hebrew. Brothers can speak many different languages in the truth. That's a gift there. Brothers got gifts and able to go into the secular history very well. Other brothers ain't. All right. Some brothers has got gifts, and breaking down chapters, breaking down scriptures, man. Some brothers learn faster than other brothers. Some brothers learn slower than other brothers. But you still have to use your gift. Just because your gift ain't on this brother's level, that don't mean that you have to do exactly what he do. You know what I mean? You got your own gift, and you got to find it. All right? A brother do something, he's speaking in the Hebrew. You may not know Hebrew like that. Don't try to go and, well, this brother's doing Hebrew, I'm going to try to do it too. No, you got to learn that. You can't just up and just do it because you see another brother do it. No, you have to find your gift. And this is the thing that every brother got to do, including myself. James 1:17, every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, right? And it says, and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, right? Neither shadow of turning. And that variableness is what? Right? It says the quality of being changeable, having a marked tendency to change. All right? So the gift is from above, man. Right? From the Lord. It says, of his own will begot he us with the word of truth. Right? See, so we got the word, we got the truth, right? The Lord gave us our gift. All right? That we should be kind of first fruits of his creatures, right? And the creatures, that word creature means to create, right? The creatures is talking about our people, the Israelites, right? We're those creatures, right? We're those creatures. So again, you don't want to be a plagiarism Israelite, man, or a mockingbird. And here's the meaning for mockingbird. Mockingbird, a people pleasure personality, a person that takes on the personality of anyone. It's like a person that takes on the personality of anyone they around during that period of time. And that's a mockingbird. All right, a person that takes on the personality of another one they around during that period of time, having no real personality of their own. And that's a mockingbird. You instead of you using your own gift and using your gifts that the Lord gave you, you're not using that, and you're trying to imitate and speak like and read like this person here. You have your own gift, you have your own lane that you are to follow in this truth. And when I say own lane, your own gift, you're to use it, right? Yep. So this is a perfect example. A mockingbird, a people pleaser personality, a person that takes on the personality of anyone they around during that period of time, having no real personality of their own. See, that's a mockingbird, and you don't want to be that. You don't want to be that individual, man. That's a mockingbird. You want to avoid that. This is This is Matthew 25 and verse 28. It says, take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him that, it says, and give it to him. It's like I read from the top. Matthew 25:28. Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which have 10 talents. Right, so we have a talent. And the Lord can take your gift. He can take the spirit from you. He can take it away from you. You don't want that. That goes to Psalms 51:11, right? Take not thy Holy Spirit from me. The Lord can take the spirit from you and give it to someone else. So you want to use your talent, right? You want to use your talent. You got a talent, you want to use it in the truth. If you having trouble trying to find your own gift, then you should pray to the Lord for that. Because you have your own gift. You can't be trying to be like somebody else, talk like somebody else. You don't want to do that. Because again, when you go back to plagiarism, that's a perfect example. Because when I was in college, they were highly fucking strict on that shit back in 2011, 20. They still are now, but I'm saying that was a big thing in my aura. If you was caught plagiarizing, doing an essay, and our essays be like 5, 6 pages long, you had to do a fucking 700 word, 800 word essay, and that shit had to be indented. That shit had to have, couldn't have no what the shit what they used to call that shit on the essay. It was a shit where if you didn't have no comments, if you didn't have no commas in your essay, a run-on sentence, they were strict with that shit. You couldn't have no run-on sentences, right? You couldn't have no run-on sentences. You had to have commas in there. You had to have your thesis statement, your 3 points. You had to have your conclusion, right? And you had to have your resource, where you got the information that you read. Where'd you get it from? Your resources on there with your references on your essay, where you got that whole thing from. And if they go on there and the teacher would see your essay and it copied word for word on your references, that you copy word for word, that was an automatic F. So that's for an example. But plagiarism, all right, the practice of taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them off as one own, and you can't be doing that. It's the same thing with this truth. You can't be doing that in the truth. You have your own gift. You have to find your gift. All right. I'm not saying not to teach the same doctrine as Great Millstone. That's not what I'm saying. We are to teach the 100% truth. But you have a gift that the Lord gave you individually, and you have to use it and find it. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson's edifying. I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahshai, Bahashim Wahawah Kakwadash, Yahweh, which is one true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one true name is Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, because those are the men who I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahshai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you, sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach Arazakah from the Servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. So, hey, be not a mockingbird in this truth, man. Be not a mockingbird in this truth. Find your gift. Use it. Shalom.